This was one of the most infamous hatchbacks to have back in the 90s, the Vauxhall Nova GSi. No, it is not on speed lines, it's on comp motives, which I think suit it far better than any speed line would. In this video, we're going to find out whether this still has that red line magic to keep up with the Cosworths and other cars of its day, and how it stacks up against modern stuff. Everyone seems to swap these nowadays, but there's something right about keeping the standard lump in a sports model like this. Driving a car like this makes you appreciate it so much more. These cars actually make you work for it, and that's what I miss. The previous owner has done an incredible job making this Nova so clean. As we all know, Vauxhalls are prone to rust massively, so finding one in this condition and the GSi model is unheard of. Don't forget to use the code Jordan10 on Redline website to get tickets for this car and many more. We're gonna see if the Vauxhall Nova GSi lives up to the expectations that have been set by everybody else. This thing looks the absolute bollocks, let's not get it twisted, with the comp-motive alloys that are on there, along with this red. Unbelievable. I was this close to buying one of these before the 5, and my God, it weren't too far away. Both lightweight, both have massive potential for engine swaps. Both rust like a bugger, you know what I mean? So there wasn't much difference. You know the rules, these aren't my cars. I don't baby them, I put them through the paces, but you gotta be respectful when you're driving these. The exterior of 80s, 90s cars are unbelievable, but the interior is one of the best bits about it. That 80s, 90s retro styling, along with some subtle bucket seats, odd coloured stitching to the centres and the doors. It's just something you don't see anymore. These had their own individuality and personality, not only on the outside, but the inside too. This is tastefully done. The exhaust is not screaming behind my head. We've got no crazy steering wheel. It's just nicely done. The car's got a bit of heat in her. There's no one behind us. 25 mile an hour, second gear pull, 2,500 RPM. Everybody loves it. She's not the fastest off the mark, I will admit. But it's not about how fast you are in these hatches. They are unbelievably light and handle unbelievably well. Look at that, effortless through the bends. Oh yeah. Someone will have to correct me in the comments, but I don't think these have power steering, and it feels incredibly light. I don't know if that's due to the size of the steering wheel, which I'm just about to get onto. Nothing pisses me off more than an abnormally large steering wheel. Why is this one so big? The car is the size of a bean can. There is no need for a steering wheel this big. That said, again, it's tastefully done, so the previous owner obviously wanted to keep it the OEM Plus spec, which I appreciate. It's just not my style. This car has an immobilizer, like majority of cars do from the 80s and 90s that cost a pretty penny. But there's a specific reason these ones do. Let me insert a clip here of Jeremy Clarkson starting one without the key. Let's be honest, Vauxhall were pretty hard to beat back in the 90s. Unfortunately, as every other car brand has gone downhill in today's age, these cars remind us what freedom engineers actually had back in the day. There's that many strict rules and regulations now that people have got to stick to producing the slop that we have now. Fucking hell. As I was saying, There's that many rules and regulations now that car brands have to stick to for emissions, safety reasons, whatever the policies are in place. That is the reason why we get produced slop nowadays. The new Renault 5 is an exception, not because of the performance wise, but because of its looks. It actually looks different than the rest. But engineers back in the 80s and 90s just had free rein, it looked like. These GT turbos, 205s, Clio V6s in the early 2000s. The Lotus Carlton, for example. Who thought that was a good idea? It's a great idea, but from a business point of view, when you look at what cars are being produced now, the Lotus Carlton is just a figment of someone's imagination. In today's market, that would never get produced. I mean, never. There is no denying that these look incredibly cool inside and out. If you'd have pulled up to the council estate back in the day in this, it's game over, isn't it? Not only having the coolest car on the estate, but also the chance of getting it robbed as well. The crime on pinching stuff like this was massive back in the day.
The vehicle squad employs ex-garage mechanics who know everything there is to know about cars. Their job's to find any vehicles in the yard that might be stolen, when the only remaining clue is the body shell.
Comparison to a standard GT turbo. I've driven a standard GT turbo and I think it's that excessive lag that makes them feel fast, and I will admit it does feel faster than this. And then we'll disappear. Looks wise, they're two completely individual cars, but I think they're on par. As we always do in every car from Redline, we do a little butt dyno and a 0 to 60 at the end. For some reason I can't see this being incredibly fast, but we're going to give it a go anyway. What with people f***ing cutting me up today? Right, this is where you blow a drive shaft. Come on! 60. Weren't bad, to be fair. A little bit of a squeal back there. She's a beauty, ladies and gents, an absolute beauty. Not the fastest off the mark, but my God, you can certainly tell that whoever's built this has taken the time and effort to make it pretty much perfect. Make sure to check out Redline's website and let me know what you want me to drive next. We've got a van update coming very soon, and fingers crossed another build in the works as long as we get to 10k by the end of the year. You know what to do. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. I'll see you in the next one. This was one of the most infamous hatchbacks. This was one of the most infamous This was one of the most infamous hatchbacks. This was one of the most infamous hatchbacks to have back in the 90s.